Hi everyone, McBeard here. Today I am back with another live highlight from the old Twitch stream. It's also a deck guide as well, in a way. We are playing AdamNadrac's Radovid's Army. This is a great list by AdamNadrac, which is a very powerful buff-based Northern Realms deck, which makes it a very aggressive deck as well, as it has a lot of power to push in any round you need it to. And you know how I love an aggressive Northern Realms list. It's one of my favorite ways to play Northern Realms and one of my favorite ways to play Gwent. You kind of are looking for opportunities to 2-0 your opponent, and you basically have all the tools to do that through medics, and in this case, Thunderbolt Potions, and of course, Commander's Horn. And speaking of Commander's Horn, have you heard about the Commander's Horn podcast? Greybroxer and I host a weekly Gwent podcast where we round up the latest news revolving around Gwent, and we bring in a lot of great guests as well. So check it out. If you're watching this on the day of the posting, it is Wednesday, and we just put a new one out, episode 35. But let's get into the deck. I'm really excited to show this highlight to you. All right, Radovid's Army. And I don't think this is your typical Northern Realms list. One of the main things about this list is obviously it is running trebuchets, which are probably one of the best bronze cards in the game right now. I would say it is really threatening and it's definitely annoying. It makes for situations where you are passing with a significant point lead, and if when your opponent is trying to overtake you with a number of cards, they need to factor in each one of these that you have on the board, as well as a Lubberkin in some situations. So you can create a really unfavorable board state where you are able to actually pass while ahead if you don't feel like being very, very aggressive in round one. And Ciri really helps with this too. Ciri, normally when you lose, you get her back in the hand, and on round two it's really great to see Ciri, but sometimes it's not great to see Ciri, but in this deck she's always good. I actually tend to play her a lot in round one if I feel like I don't have the tools required to push it all the way into the end. However, I can push to be ahead at one point, especially if my opponent isn't able to perform their setup. So they see a board, potentially with trebuchets, maybe even a Lubberkin, and now Ciri is on the board as well, and I'm ahead on points. I pass and they have to make the decision, do I want to push against the weight of the trebuchets and perhaps even the Lubberkin, only to allow him to get Ciri back into his hand? On round one, it actually, I find that Ciri ultimately, sometimes I'm very hot and cold on this card, but I think ultimately when you play her, you're always creating the option in your opponent's mind, maybe a pass is okay here, which goes strongly against the meta of fighting very, very hard for round one. You make it unfavorable to pass, but also difficult to win in some cases for round one. So you're punishing a lot of decks and a lot of the styles of play, a lot of other aggressive plays as well. But it goes a little bit deeper than that, of course. That is standard Northern Realm fare. That's how I would play Ciri in any Northern Realm deck. So why would you play this deck specifically? What else did this deck do? This deck actually, so this deck is unedited from AdamNadrac's list. However, what I love about this list is something that I tend to do with my lists, and that's run a single Reaver Scout plus Priscilla, and then King of Beggars to always be pulling one of these units, whatever one you don't have in hand, or possibly the option for either. Usually this is fine, and you're happy to see King of Beggars draw either of these cards. So this is one of the reasons why I was drawn to the list, because this is exactly the kind of decision that I would make when I deck build. But then there's an added layer of power to this deck, and that is the Poor Infantry. You always have a target for Thunderbolt Potion, and you always have usually a very favorable row for Commander's Horn. One of my favorite cards, even in all of its permutations. I always have a soft spot for this card, obviously. But there is one thing that makes it difficult to play sometimes when you play your Poor Infantry. Your Thunderbolt Potion just really creates an Igni row. And while it's great to bait out Igni from your opponent, it's better to be protected, I would say. So the Poor Infantry and the buffing of Poor Infantry doesn't always happen in round one. But the great thing about the medics being at 4 is that when you play the medics to get the Poor Infantry back out of the graveyard, the medics end up protecting the Poor Infantry. So your buffs with Commander's Horn and Thunderbolt Potion are very favorable when there's a medic on the board. So your opponent needs to either even it out somehow with a single ping, or just deal with the fact that when they finally do Igni your massive row, they're going to catch the medic and all of these guys are going to live and continue to threaten points. So that's really the basics of the deck. Decoy is used to bounce King of Beggars or Priscilla. Shani is a late game bomb of a draw or a play, and you usually will have a lot more units on the board than your opponent, so Yennefer can be used favorably with Unicorn a lot of the time. Nanica goes without saying, brings back Priscilla or King of Beggars, really kind of the linchpins of the deck, Priscilla and King of Beggars. In games where you don't draw either of these cards, it stings a little bit. but it's not always so bad. And, of course, Roach to always be those extra points. Roach actually makes Siri a better play, especially if you top deck her in round 3. It ends up being, because of the Northern Realms passive, 11 points every time you play Siri and bring Roach out. So that's not bad for a last card, and she's also not bad at any other stage of the game as well. It's almost, it's very simple, really. You play your units, you bring them back, you buff them, and you just swarm the board. And it's really strong right now. I feel really good about this game. The game you're seeing is actually the game that actually got me probably my highest rating. And up in the upper reaches of the leaderboard, there's a lot of Croc on Crate, I would say. A lot more Skelligan that I was seeing a little bit lower. So this is a great game highlight against... Comrade Vodkin playing Croc on Crate, and it was a really close game. Hope you enjoy the clip, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. No Witcher 2 today? Well, just considering the news, I think I had to... I just wanted to make sure that Gwent was my focus, because we're talking about Gwent a lot today. But you can expect Witcher 2. I might play Witcher 2 tomorrow. I want to just dig in, get Chapter 1 finished, and maybe Chapter 2 started most of it. It gets pretty streamlined from here. So many follows. BB. What's up, BB? All right. No Trebs in hand this time. How do we start this one off? This is new. Another Croc deck. Lots of Croc up here, up in the top. The upper reaches, the nosebleed section of the leaderboard. I guess I'll just play the poor infantry.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
But you won't. All right, then. So let's say, I want to say hello to some of you people, you fine folks. The play right now, the play. Leberkin. But it isn't stopping here. Thanks, everybody. I'm feeling the love today, folks. I'm feeling the love. And thanks, AdamNadrac, for this awesome list. I like this list. I don't want a field medic from Priscilla, so I don't want to play her, really. But I do want to decoy her. I think I'm just going to roll the dice on Priscilla. I think I don't want to play. First Light has the same problem with medics. Don't think I want to buff yet. I could. I could buff right here. It's probably pretty good. I mean, it ensures the Lubberkin living longer. Maybe this is actually the play here. That seems actually pretty decent. I mean, it can still be thundered, so there's that. Kill, meme, destroy. Now, I don't run Geralt Igni, and sometimes I wish I did. Sometimes I wish I did, but a lot of times I wish I didn't when I do. I think this is the Priscilla turn. Let Live 23, thanks for the follow as well. I think this is the Priscilla turn.
I do it differently.
Treb? I'll take a Treb. Is this kind of tempo or control deck? Bit of both. It's tempo. There's not a lot. There's no control actually. The only control is Radovid. Radovid's the only controlly part of the deck actually. Oh, I pass. Enjoy. It's an uphill battle. Treb plus Leberkin. Donar, just like Yavin, the human victory cigar.
We shall do it my way.
Did he play something? I actually kind of just wanted to read the chat for a second. There's so much going on here. There should be a job command. There should be a job command. That would save me some time. Siri looking so good right here. So good. Now, how pushy do I want to be? He didn't play a card. How pushy do we want to be here?
You talked enough.
We'll open the floor here. We'll see what he wants to do. We'll see what his we'll see like if we can lock down something that's threatening, like an Axeman maybe. Let's see what he drops. He may drop like a Yenkon or something like that. I may not want to tango with it for too long.
Her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
Shield Maiden? What's this? When did that get pitched? Oh, Burna. I think I just get, as soon as I get ahead, I pass, I guess. Reaver Scout on King of Beggars. I think I'm gonna go for it.
What do you want of me?
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
I appreciate your eyeballs and earballs. It's true.
Modern Freyr is
Sorry, guys. Chat's moving really fast right now. A lot of people hanging out. Thanks, man. Hey, Gabriel Ferres. Good day to you as well. Hope you had a great weekend as well. Thanks for stopping by. New Batasteful, it's the daily love-hate of Igni. It's true. It's true. Yeah. Please see Santaro's request. Santaro, what's going on? Show the deck after the match? Absolutely, I will. But I can link it, though. I didn't make any changes from Adam's list. If you go to GWENT and go to Radovid, Adam's list is at the top, but I will link that as well. Let me just make a play here.
So, how are things?
What do
He's
you
going to have to
want
play
of
his
me?
best stuff.
You can try to win them all,
But, oh, we never know what he's going to say now. We'll never know. Let me get that link for you. I'm linking, I want to link Adam's list anyway because he deserves all the upvotes. Did I make any changes? No, this is legit. This is the same deck. 42 to 33. So we are ahead now, but can we crush our opponent into a fine powder or not? With Yennefer and this many units and the potential of more coming? With decoy? Oh man. I think we can. I think we can do it. I'm not gonna lock that bear. But I'm going for it.
I'm a medic.
We're going for the win. We're going for the 2-0.
Describe something. Are you certain?
Please make this an easy
I do it
choice.
differently.
Decoy? Good. These are all good cards I want to
Bow
see.
before modern Freyr.
I did. Vonarth, it's true. Llama in 121. Just started playing Gwent Friday. I've been laddering with full test Swarm deck and Ballistas. Feel like Ballistas really help against Consume. Yeah, there's a Ballista list out there. I think, was it Delta who runs? Somebody runs Ballistas and I run buffs. And it's like the Blue Stripe Scout. Like you can have the buffs or you can have the strength removal. I thought the art was different. Oh, these are all the arts. My favorite one though. This is the derp face. All right, what's going on here? I actually didn't feel like I stalled my turn out that much. Can't believe I roped. Like that. I like the ballistas. They're okay. I tried it. I prefer the buffs though. I think I'm more of a buff kind of guy.
Don't interest
So
me.
buff. Ooh, it's getting into dangerous territory here. He's gonna play this in the right spot. He is. So I have no more cards that I play. Out of the first light could pull something that the bears really hurt, but it's not even that bad. I still don't think it's lock-worthy, but what is going to be lock-worthy? He might play a Warcry, in which case Yennefer now is great. Yennefer now is actually pretty strong, because then Warcry is useless if he's running it, and I think he might be because it is Croc on Crate. I mean, I have to win it though, right? I have to win it. D-Bomb is devastating. I lose to D-Bomb. Do I just take it here? No. I push. I said I was 2-0ing him, and I'm committing to that plan. Right now, I feel like it is very much possible that I will be able to do that. Denying the Warcry feels correct here. My 3 remaining cards, including Radovid, average out to be decent. This is decent, this is better than average, and this is worse than average. What's up, Michael?
Great.
Good to see you, man. Vohio to you as well. Vonarth, can I take a look at the deck? Yeah, I can open it up here and see what happens. Give me a second, though. Okay, so the game is close enough here that I think I will... it sucks to pass here, though, doesn't it? So much more can come out of these 2 cards. He's got nothing in his graveyard. If he's running Sig and Resto, those are dead cards. I'm pushing. I'm pushing. I want to see Sig or Resto in an empty graveyard.
I can do a great deal.
Quarrel. Oh, man. It's not even that great for him. Except for the fact that it ties it. Except for the fact that it doesn't tie it. I think if he had Igni, he would have played it, because at least he would have gotten... I'm being so pushy right now, because I think he has dead cards in his hand. That is not a dead card, but with the Trebs and Radovid, I actually am going to get there.
I've had men killed for less.
If that's actually Resto and Sig, I win. If those are the 2 cards that he's holding. If that's Resto and Sig.
You talked enough.
Not Siri. But that's still not enough. You guys gotta play that last card. Feels good. And if that's Sig or Resto, again, I win. Whoa, I didn't put him on Octfist. Oh, I would have never put him on Octfist. You didn't have Sig. When does Skellige never have Sigurdrifa and Restoration in their hand? Like, when does that ever happen? And then the Siri comes back. Well, it's okay. That's not the greatest top deck, but we'll see if we win or not. I think we got it, though. Yes.
Keep together.
GG, comrade.
Thanks.
Don't make me laugh.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
I killed Roach, so Sig would be enough anyway. Yeah, but I played that correctly, I would like to think. I'd toot the horn, you know, but if it wasn't BM, I would toot the horn there. Let's save Siri and Octopus for last 2 cards on round 2 because... Well, it happens. He probably didn't think I was going to push him so hard. That was a deep, deep round 2. I don't know. I thought it was good, and it was pretty good. I didn't put him on Octopus. What is this? Our favorite restaurant doesn't deliver anymore, but I'm still holding like one of the heaviest burritos. It's a large and in charge. I'll enjoy this soon. That's a burrito. All right. Thanks. 47. New highs, new highs. New highs, my friends. That was good. That was a good game. I think I might post that one.